Francis Ontomoa, KTN.
Meanwhile, as the nation prepares for the commemoration of the second-year anniversary of the Gen Z demonstrations, all eyes are on how the government will handle this protest this time round. Tonight, we revisit those demonstrations, focusing on the government's decision to prefer terrorism charges against protesters. As Ian Keitani reports, legal experts and activists alike have faulted the government's efforts to muzzle dissenting voices, arguing that it violates the foundations of democracy and the rule of law.
With President William Ruto's government facing mounting pressure from Gen Zs and activists alike, security agencies appearing on the spot over crackdown and use of excessive force on protesters, the government on the peak of the anti-Ruto regime demonstrations appeared hell-bent on silencing dissent, including preferring charges under the Prevention of Terrorism Act. The use of terrorism charges against government critics exercising their constitutional rights through demonstrations has been christened one of the tactics the government appears to use in its efforts to silence its dissenting voices. Under the Prevention of Terrorism Act, terrorism suspects can be denied bail, and if the court does grant them bail, it is set so high that they cannot afford, forcing many young people and government critics to remain silent.
We should not trivialize that act. That act should be used in the most rarest of cases where we have people who are attacking us. The function of the porter is to help us in preventing and over and above preventing, in prosecuting those who have succeeded in causing acts of terror within our local, our localities or within the Republic of Kenya.
When the international community starts seeing tens of people being charged with terror-related charges, it basically means that Kenya as a country is a security risk. So the economic repercussions, for example, it means you're scaring away investors.
They are actually orchestrating terror to innocent citizens and trying to use the criminal justice system to advance that motive.
More than 100 young people between 2024 and 2025 have been arraigned for terrorism-related offences, a decision that has been sharply criticised, with lawyers and government critics alike describing the move as a violation of the law.
Kenya as a country has decided to follow the path of authoritarian regimes to use terrorism laws to silence dissent.
I think the government is very intent on suppressing young people, dissidents. If you charge under porter, you can do an application to detain for even around 360 days.
Despite the government using alternative methods to silence its critics, the country's justice system has been urged to stand firm against such acts.
Of course, we're calling on the courts to continue to stand in integrity, DPP to continue to do their job and hold people accountable, and also for people to be concerned that porter is being utilized in this way as on the Kenyan people.
However, this authoritarian trend has been likened to a growing concern over a violation of local and international law in neighboring East African countries of Uganda and Tanzania. President William Ruto's government appearing to join this league that neither respects the rule of law nor upholds the constitution. Ian Keitani for KTN Prime.
Now,